The Mavs take Game 3 to go up 3-0 in the series after another offensive masterclass from Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. We might just be witnessing the best offensive backcourt ever. There hasn't been many backcourts like this, in which both guards are able to engine the offense themselves. Throughout the first 3 games, the Mavs have posted an offensive rating of 121.8, which is an absurd 12.8 points better than Minnesota's regular season defensive rating. The Timberwolves usually play drop coverage in pick and roll situations, since Gobert is the best in the league at guarding 2 players at once near the basket. But Luka is arguably the greatest pick and roll engine ever, so he has been able to carve up this defense with his ability to put defenders in jail with his strength, along with his fantastic passing and ability to manipulate defenders with his eyes. The Timberwolves' adjustment in Game 3 was to try and blitz the pick and roll as high as possible to get the ball out of Luka's hands completely. The Wolves want to force Gafford or Lively to become a playmaker in the short roll, since that's not their strength, as Gafford turns it over here. The next possession, it's the same thing, but Gafford makes a good pass and PJ hits the open 3. This was all created by Luka since they have to trap him near half court. This time, they bring Luka off the ball and set the ball screen for him. Ant takes away the roll man, which leaves Cat guarding 2 players, and after a swing pass by PJ, Derrick Jones Jr. hits the 3. This time, Luka waves off the ball screen because he has a favorable matchup with Mike Conley defending him as he hits the step back for 3 more points. The Mavs run Luka off the ball again to get into that side pick and roll with the shooter in the corner. Ant is in help again to take away the roll, but Luka stares down Josh Green in that corner, which slightly freezes Ant, and Lively does a great job of sealing him and finishing with the dunk. Luka gets Conley on him again, which forces Gobert to help, but the Wolves don't rotate down, and Lively gets another open dunk. McDaniels tries to pick up Luka full court, but like I said in my last video, Luka never gets sped up, as he uses his strength and hits the step back jump shot. Again, McDaniels is all over Luka, pressuring him the full length of the court, and Luka just stays at his speed, getting to that step back jumper for 3 this time. The Wolves defenders are ultimately just too small for Luka, as he puts his shoulder into Alexander Walker here for the bucket. And it's really just picking your poison with Luka. Towns is defending the ball screen in drop coverage. This allows Luka to use the hostage dribble that we talked about in the last video to put McDaniels in jail. Towns then has to come up to defend Luka since Jaden can't recover, leading to the lob for Gafford. In theory, Nas should help off PJ to stop the roll, but he can't because PJ is shooting nearly 45% on corner 3s these playoffs. So what exactly do you do if you're Minnesota? The Wolves actually went on a run themselves to get back in the game, but if Luka is hitting shots like these in the 4th, there's nothing you can do about that. Another backcourt and team in general that comes to mind when talking about Luka and Kyrie is the 2018 Houston Rockets. Just like the Mavs, they have 2 lead guards who can both engine an offense themselves, surrounded by elite 3-and-D wings, and a big who can set screens and roll and protect the rim defensively. Both of these teams are very similar and very well constructed, but I think the biggest difference is Kyrie's ability to play without the ball. Chris Paul and Harden both needed the ball in their hands, so they couldn't necessarily maximize each other at the same time on offense. And while CP was definitely a better offensive engine or lead guy per se than Kyrie is, Kyrie's ability to play off the ball and mesh with another on-ball playmaker like Luka is very, very valuable. Instead of taking turns initiating the offense, Kyrie can attack closeouts within a flowing offense. Here, Kyrie lifts up from the corner and attacks off of a quick rip-through for the finish. This time, he attacks off the cross-court skip pass, and that left-handed floater is just insane. This is almost an identical play from one later in the game, as Kyrie again attacks off the closeout and gets to that left-handed floater with Ant defending him. Kyrie looks like Steph here as he follows his pass to the corner for the open 3. And just watch Ant as he is guarding Kyrie and thinks his job is done after the pass. And while Kyrie can play off the ball within an offense without losing his value, he is still great at initiating offense himself. The Wolves try to blitz this ball screen with Cat, but Kyrie is just too quick and gets around him. He then stops, hits Conley with the cross, and that's just silly. This time, Gobert is in the drop, but Kyrie is one of the best pull-up jump shooters in the league. So again, what exactly is Minnesota supposed to do in these spots? The Wolves started bringing their gap defender over to help on these pick and rolls, but Luka punished them twice in this game with this spot-up shooting off of a Kyrie kickout. Kyrie's ability to score in the mid-range is so valuable and so beautiful to watch. He has Conley on him here and stops before the help can come, scoring the bucket plus the foul. He and Luka would close this one out in the fourth with some absurd shot making from the mid-range. And that's another difference between them and the Rockets. Harden and the Rockets didn't shoot mid-range jumpers, which sometimes affected them in clutch situations when layups weren't easy to come by or threes weren't falling. But Kyrie and Luka's ability to counter moves and sink jumpers out of the post and mid-range is critical for playoff success. Kyrie scored 14 fourth-quarter points and finished with an efficient 33 overall. Luka finished with 33 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a whole lot of other shots created that didn't get credited with an assist as stated previously. All that to say, Luka and Kyrie might be the greatest offensive backcourt we've ever seen. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as I will be posting more breakdowns on different players, teams, and matchups as the playoffs progress. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.